We just had inside here the Smog Summit. Some of you may have attended the Smog Summit, and there were 333 commitments to improving the air quality in Toronto and the Toronto region made by various politicians. We have three commitments that we would like to hear from these politicians. We would like to hear them make these commitments in the next little while, and I hope that through this rally and through public pressure and through the media that we will get politicians to make the following three commitments. What they are, and you may see, they're on the little flyer. If you have a flyer, they're on there. The first one is to not fund the Front Street extension, to not spend $245 million building a new road downtown. You would think that would be self-evident in this new millennium, in this post-Kyoto Canada, where our federal government committed to reducing greenhouse gas emissions. You would think that there wouldn't be money for these kinds of car-oriented projects. So the first commitment we would like to hear is not to spend the $245 million on the Front Street extension. Thank you. The second one is to take that pile of money, the 245 million loonies. How high would that go? $245 million is there somewhere, sitting on someone's desk, to build this road. Let's take that money and redirect it into sustainable, ecological, healthy modes of transportation like walking and cycling. Spend the money to plant trees and gardens and to make the bicycle paths extremely attractive, like they do in Europe, so that more and more people will get around in ecological ways. So redirect the $245 million is the second commitment that we would like to hear politicians make. And third, we would like to see a commitment to car-free zones in Toronto, maybe starting with Kensington Market as a place to get the cars out, get the people in, improve the quality of life, improve the air quality, improve people's health, and, of course, improve business for the businesses, the commercial operations in the market. So that's the third one, car-free zones. So those are three commitments, and if you see a politician walking around here somewhere, an elected person, maybe try to buttonhole them and get them to say yay or nay on those three commitments. I'd like to hand the megaphone over to our first speaker, John Bacher. John has been thinking about and talking about and writing about the connection between cars and oil and global politics for a long time. And I'm very pleased that John could join us today, and please welcome John Bacher.
Thank you, Tooker. Quite honored to be here today. This sort of rally is getting at the core of a lot of major problems that face our city. The reference to the SARS epidemic is actually quite valid, because I guess everybody here, but unfortunately not many people in Ontario, know that the mortality figures from smog, 1,900 deaths, are far beyond the most grotesque nature of a rampant SARS epidemic. So much of is a real crime that about half our world's economy is tied up in the automobile. When you think of half the world's resources going on a luxury, which only about 20% of the world's population can afford, this is a criminal situation. A criminal situation that also funds most of the world's remaining dictatorships in the world and is cause for most of the wars. Now, one of the most simple things is with cars, I always have a gut feeling it's just, say no. Let's say no. I mean, say no to cars. All the alternatives and so forth are all nice. But it isn't something that has to be. Cars are not a necessity. They're a luxury, and it's a luxury that is killing people. I can't think of any other luxury that has that kind of effect in terms of human death as automobiles. And it's a clear message that we should make very simple and hammer it home, because it's not a message that you're going to see in the newspapers or on television. I mean, environmental groups have tried to pay for ads that give this message, and the television channels refuse to broadcast them. So I think that should, encourage our resolve, and we can see a car-free Toronto in a decade if we have a strong vision like that and get a message out.
All right. Thank you, John Bacher. Have a peek at some of John's writing in his book, Petro-Tyranny. John mentioned that we could have a car-free Toronto in 10 years. And it may be hard to imagine that, but I think he's right. I like to quote Albert Einstein, that smart guy from years back. He said that imagination is more important than knowledge. And we really, I think, need to imagine. The first step in political change and transforming our city is really imagining how it could be different. And I appreciate those comments from John.